Good morning, welcome to Crochet Vox. Tracy here, and if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. So, it's Vox Chat and it is Saturday today, and lovely and sunny again, and a little bit milder. I wouldn't say it's very milder, but it is a little bit. And Gary is doing some DIY. In fact, as soon as I've finished, he'll be in here, so making lots of noise. So yeah, today we have to pop out and see the guy at the furniture shop. Hopefully we'll get things sorted out once and for all with the units that we sent back, and an answer for all of the problems that we seem to have had along the way. Didn't sleep very well last night. I was awake every few hours and I have no idea why. I think a couple of times Gary was snoring, but I don't know if that was what woke me, or just I was awake, so then I couldn't get back off because of it. So anyway, I had a bit of a lay-in, but still broken sleep, not great. Hate that. So let's do the joke. This is the benefits, remember, of advancing in years. You have the senility to forget the people you never liked. You have the good fortune to run into the ones you do. And the eyesight to tell the difference. That's the bit I don't get, the end bit. Because I thought maybe you don't have the eyesight as you get older. Does it say eyesight? Yeah, it does. I had to check with my eyesight that it said eyesight. Anyway, we'll give it a... and we'll give it a little clappy Rooney. Ooh. So, let's do the email then. As previously discussed was yesterday. What's today? Just circling back on this. Just circling back on this, translate to this as it says, I just need an answer. A goddamn yes or no will do. Just answer. Get that a lot. Maybe I'll have to start saying that. Just circling back to this. Perhaps. Okay. So today starts the weekend. I don't really want to get rid of this picture because I like that one so much. But this one lasts for 2 days. So we will recap it again tomorrow, no doubt, because I just forget. But there we go. This is today. Bit of bondage going on there. Bit of chains. Okay. All chores done. I like that one. I might not write on that one. Oopsie. Anything to tell you? Oh, so I haven't uploaded my organza bags yet. You know, these babies. I've kind of been reading all of the comments and help suggestions that people have been sending me. And, yeah, and these ones, of course. So I mean, obviously my Christmas bags were a success and nobody knew what they were going to be getting in them, and everything that I put in was lovely, so it didn't make any difference, so I could just do that. But yeah, exciting times. I just need to upload it all and get to grips with all my office work that I've got to do, like tax. Really not looking forward to that. But you know, the weekend I suppose would be the best time for me to do it, because the videos are easier to make and quicker. So, but then again, Gary is home, and like I said, we've got to go out later, and it won't end there, you know, it won't end there. Anyway, oh, yesterday I cooked beef in the Draw Ninja. And I thought I'll put it in a roasting bag and I'll do it low. And like you do in an oven, really. I put it on to roast and I did it low. And for 2 hours. There were 2 pieces, and I figured that is probably a good time. Well, one of them was burnt to a crisp. Well, it looked like it was burnt to a crisp. The roasting bags decided to melt and stick to it, which they don't in an oven, so I'm a bit confused. And the other one was all right. They were 2 small, like, little beef joints that we got as a bonus when we went to like a butcher's, and they said, do you want these for whatever? And so every time I've had one of them, because I had a few, not been that impressed with them, no matter what I've cooked them in. So I did the slow cooker last time, still wasn't pleased with it really. Anyway, so I cut the small one with the crusty shell. I cut that off, and inside was quite nice. So I put that to one side, and the other one just fell apart. It was a little bit bigger, and it was on the bone, so it was a bit nicer. So as I looked at it all in pieces sitting on the board, because it fell apart, I thought, I'm going to make a curry. So that's what I did. I made a beef madras, and that's what we had for our dinner. So I used cauliflower rice for me, and Gary had normal. So it was actually quite nice having a curry. I don't make a bad curry, and it's quite low carb, so I'm quite, I've adapted to that now. Over the years, when you think about what you might want to eat and you're on low carb, it gets a bit samey. So you try and think of all the different things you can have. Hello, Gary.
Hello.
So you might notice I'm a swivelly person today. Look at that. Swivel, swivel. Got my new chair. And I wasn't going to have the new chair in here. I was going to put it out in the yarn van. But it was really difficult to get stuff out there. Plus, there's a chair out there that at the moment we can't dispose of. And there is no way I want two of these kind of chairs there. This one's only low. It's kind of a bucket with a swivelly bit. It doesn't rock. Some do. This one doesn't. And I don't really want it to rock. Well, it would have been nice to have had a rocking chair. But this one's nice for doing this sort of thing on. It only goes... And then you can... It's an office chair, so you can... I was using it to its fullest ability earlier when I was looking in this cubby here, because down below that one is books and paperwork, and I lost my email thing and my Grogu calendar. I'd put them in one of them, and so I could have it. It was in the one under there, so I was all over the place looking for that, and I could stay in my seat while I did it. Yep. Anyway, it's much nicer and more comfy than the last one. But I don't know what to do with that one. Whether to just put it out the front and see if anyone will take it, because a lot of people do if you leave things out, or it'll just stay there, get wet and gruesome. It's just a little, the seat feels like it does that. It's sort of wonky a bit and forward on one side. It's just in the setting up. It needs, if it was tinkered with, it would be perfect chair. But this one goes up and down as well, so I could raise myself if I wanted to. But it's kind of nice with my feet on the ground. So I like this chair anyway. It's a little Christmas present from Gary. So yeah, I will upload my organza bags and my other one. I might do them as one listing, like mystery bag, and then you get to choose gold, white or pink. The other one, this one, I don't know. I can't really put that with them because they're not the same. Well, I can, because it'll have a different price and capacity. So I probably could do them all at once. And then you just, like you do when you go on to yarn and you choose the colour of yarn, you just choose the colour of the mystery bag. I think that might be the way around that. Be cool. Yeah, I just need to take pictures of them that look nice, But people might think, because they're see-through, that what's in them is what you get. And I put kind of just yarn in. But it wouldn't be like that. I did that to sort of check the capacity. But it would just be a mixture of nice yarn, really. Anyway. What else have I got to tell you? Last night, we set up the record player. Because I bought Gary for Christmas a record player that Bluetooths to a speaker. And we had this big speaker. It never really got used to its capacity. Really never got used much. So I said, if we had a record player, we could Bluetooth it to that speaker. And then Gary wanted a CD player. And it's really hard to find one now that you can Bluetooth to something. I looked on Amazon and I managed to find one. There was a few. But the nicest one... And you think, it weren't cheap. It was like £55, which is a lot of money for a portable CD player. It looks nice, but it doesn't have a remote control. And the buttons are really small, and the actual symbols on them you can't see because they're both black. So if they'd put the symbols in gold, or because the top's gold, or white even, or just, I don't know, not had black buttons, it would have been easier. But it's really hard to see. Anyway, figured it out, managed to Bluetooth both to the speakers. So all last night, we were listening to music. We watched the very last Jack Reacher of the series, which, you know, is quite sad. I quite like that. And then we listened to music. And then when we put the TV on to watch Reacher, afterwards, one of the channels had Top of the Pops on from the 80s, and it went all the way through. So we watched a few, and then I recorded the last ones. And I watched the last Trigger Point. So now I've got a trigger point shaped hole in my life. Although they're season 2, I don't know if it's coming soon or it's out. I haven't seen it out, so it might just be coming very soon. But the trouble with that is, unless they do them all at once, I don't like waiting a week. I forget. Now I've got used to binge watching, I just forget. Started with 24, you know. I'd have to sort of watch the previously bit. And if you couldn't watch the one for a week and went over a week, it was like, I don't remember that happening. I think, you know, our capacity to remember those kind of shows has really diminished over the years. I don't know if it's binge watching that does it, and then you watch when you're tired, but it's weird, really. But I can actually watch something and go, I've seen this before, but I don't remember much about it. Maybe I'm just like on autopilot at the time. I really don't know. So sorting out yarn to just put in these organza bags made me discover the chinchilla yarn that I bought some time ago. And I was going to make something with that. I was going to make maybe... at the time I had a coat that didn't have a very deep hood. And I thought I need to make more hood. So I was going to put a black rim and then chinchilla to hide what I'd done. Yeah. I've still got that coat actually. Don't wear it very often. But the hood's just not deep enough. It comes to about there. So your face gets wet. And if your hair is coming out, then I have to tie my hair back to put that hood up, and then I have to hold it like that as I walk. Which is really like not fit for purpose. And then I started to, you know, buy coats. This is going back a couple of years, where all I wanted was a hood that worked, you know, to keep the rain off my head. Is it too much to ask? Because every single hood was gigantic, because it was a fashion hood. So when it's up, you just got this big fur bit around your face because it looked nice. But you get like the slightest puff of wind and that's gone. There's no way of securing it. And you're just ridiculous. Not fit for purpose. It's a hood, for crying out loud. You know, just saying, having a whinge. But do you know what I mean? I had so many that I'd sort of get like that, and they think, oh, go in the shops, try that on, ridiculous hood every time. So the last straw, I just thought, right, I'm going to order that coat from them who sent me a code. I thought, right, okay, let's get that coat and see. And it arrived. It's perfect. Covers my butt. It's really thick. It's really warm. The hood, actually, you can adjust it, and you can get like a chin strap. You don't even need a scarf with it. It's just so warm. So when it's really cold, that's what I'm wearing. Just by chance. I thought, oh, I'll send it back if it's rubbish. But it was the best coat I've had in years. Amazing. Certainly need it at the moment. The weather is absolutely freezing. Keep saying it, but in a way, it won't be long before I'm whinging that I'm hot. Fickle us Brits, I tell you. So, is there anything else I've got to tell you? I don't really think so. It's Saturday, which means winner's video today. So watch out for that. I don't know if there's going to be any Rocksteady videos over this weekend. I'm going to try my best to do something, although I have no idea what. I do have something to unbox. It was a present that I'd asked for, and Gary's brother and his partner got that for me. And I thought, oh, that's nice. I might unbox that over on Rocksteady. So I might do that. But whether that'll be this weekend, because as I say, Gary is home. But one thing's for sure, I took the sideboard with the help of Gary out to the yarn van last night. So at the moment it is just congested with furniture out there. So the chest of drawers that is where it's going to be will have to be moved. And I might put them by the door and put stuff in them as well. But the actual sideboard can go right at the back where that chest of drawers was. If it fits, it will be great, and I can put stuff in there. I was thinking I could either put on those racking next door to it, I've got stuff in there that shouldn't be there. So I could either, inside that box, you know, that big cupboard, I could put all the stuff that's on the racking that shouldn't be there, so that I got more racking to put yarn on, or I could put stuff in there from the shop. I guess it depends on what needs storing away at the time. But I certainly would like more room for yarn boxes, because at the moment they're stacking in front of the other yarn, which, you know, means I've got to move them if I get an order for something. And, you know, it always works out that way, that whatever I stack them in front of is what I sell. Like, I stack them all in the corner next to my table, like where I work. And then I've got a chest of little tiny itty bitty chest of drawers in there. And in the bottom I've got the yarn ball tape measures and cross stitches for kids. And then the next drawer I've got crochet hook packs. And then the top one, just odds, and I was going to say it, rhymes with odds, begins with S. Bits, odds and bits, let's call it bits. And yeah, so stacked about 6 boxes of yarn in front of that. And then I sold a yarn ball tape measure, 2 packs of crochet hook sets, and a couple of bits from the top drawer. And I thought, you're kidding me, right? I just put them there. So yeah, I do need more room for those yarn boxes. Some of them are not going to fit because they are too big. But, you know, yeah, I can always, what boxes the stuff's in, use those as well. As long as I put labels on them, because some of them are black and some of them are grey. You can't see through them. But, yeah, I could put labels on and it would tell me what's in there, so that won't be a problem. Anyway, I am waffling away today, aren't I? Do you know what, today I actually thought I've got lots of creams and potions and lotions for Christmas, and I'm going to get in that bedroom and slather a few on, so I feel really slippy today. And I do, I feel very, very slippy. I've got Clinique's head and neck cream on, and then I've got what's her face? Oh, Charlotte Tilbury's serum and magic cream, and then I've got dragon's blood on my eyes, and then also before I put dragon's blood on, I did use number 7 because I got that as well. I've got a lip oil on the lip, which was a number 7 lip thingy. What else have I put on? Anything else? There was something else. I can't remember what it is. No, it's gone out my head. And then I just thought, okay, I'll pop a bit of powder on. That's it. So I'm just like caked in. No, it sinks in. But I do feel rather slippy. The actual Charlotte Tilbury primer and magic cream, they really do make you feel quite dewy, you know? Like, you look dewy as well. Anyway, I now make myself red. Every time I do that, I make myself really red. I don't know why. I only have to rub a little bit of cream in. It doesn't matter what. And I look in the mirror and I am a tomato. Seriously. Even if it's water, you know, if I splash water on my face, I look in the mirror, I am a tomato. It's just, don't know why. Don't know why that happens to me. It just does. Lucky, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to get off, upload this so that Gary can carry on with his DIY, because he's just sitting there waiting. I love it. And I'll see you on the next one. Watch out for the winners video. Bye for now. See you tomorrow.